Good morning. My name is Kelly Applegate Nichols, and I'm the creator of the Girlfriend God social media channels and content, and I'm also the host of the Girlfriend God podcast. I wanted to tell you about my new series on YouTube that will likely premiere sometime in May called Priestess at the Altar Sunday Morning Message. Um, like many people who find themselves on a goddess centered or sacred feminine focused path, I grew up in a Christian religion. The flavor of my childhood home was Catholicism, uh, though that nor any other patriarchal Abrahamic religion was not my path. There were things about Sunday morning services that I actually liked and still like under a different set of circumstances, namely that ritual aspect, the candles, the incense, the structure of the Sunday morning mass, like that whole kind of ordeal, right? But because my parents belonged to a church with relatively liberal priests, I mean, it was the 70s after all. I also liked the sermon part of Sunday Mass. And I guess I got lucky with the church that my family belonged to because I can recall like there wasn't a lot of fire and brimstone, jump, masturbate, you're going to hell. Like I'm sure that was in there, but I recall being inspired and moved by many a priest, like well into my teenage years and my young adult years, because they talked about love and community and compassion and all these things that are core values in my life today. So that's one of the things that I remember, and the execution of these principles in my life today is quite different than I'm sure from what they imagined, but still those things resonated with me. So not that long ago I was reflecting on this on a Sunday, and I thought, I miss that. I miss being preached at in a sacred space. And the Glastonbury Goddess Conference is very, very far from me, in time and space. So like there's no sort of goddess temple or even a gathering space for worshipers where I live. And so trying to rectify that, like most people, I got on YouTube and I searched for some sermons. And of course, the only Sunday sermons that are available on YouTube or pretty much online anywhere are Christian services. I did try some Unitarian and Unitarian Universalist church sermons, and they were good, but social justice is so much like the fabric of who they are as a religion. It's in their it's in their DNA of their sermons, and that wasn't really what I was looking for, uh, though admirable, right? But I wanted somebody to like tell me a story, or a parable or some historical fact about the goddess, and then speak to my heart about, like what's the moral lesson in the story or something like that. And I wanted to be moved and inspired the way I was as a girl, sitting between my parents in a church pew, with incense and candles. And um, I wanted that, but it didn't exist. So in my experience, when I feel some type of semblance of need, but I don't find the thing that I need, it means one of two things. The first is I'm on the wrong path and I think I need something that I do not in fact need. And it's the goddess just kind of tapping me on the shoulder, like, yeah, you don't really need that thing. But the second, and what I believe is true in this case, is seeing a need in my community because I think, okay, if this is a thing that I want as a goddess follower, I am probably not the only one. How many goddess followers, worshipers, and dedicants out there long for some sort of Sunday morning inspiration? I mean, we can make Sunday sacred outside of Abrahamic context. After all, Sunday is such named to celebrate the sun god. So for us, that would be any number of sun goddesses, or if you're a monotheist like me, a celebration that she is the creator of the sun, the giver of life, just as she is the creatrix of all things. So I invite you to join me on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Central beginning in May 2023, where we can all pray together, be inspired for the week to come, and spend a little time communing with her. So I'll let you know when I have an exact date. Uh, until then, enjoy whatever content I post between now and then. Uh, and may the peace and the love of the goddess be with you. Thanks for watching.